Hey guys, I'm back with another one. So this article comes from WPRI.com. So more than 33 million U.S. drivers don't know if they are at risk from a well but dangerous airbag blast. Airbag blast. Now this is a very valid concern, and I don't know if you guys remember. Now I did a video on an article that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration was demanding 67 million cars be recalled for dangerous airbag. So this right here is a very valid concern. So let's dive in this one. So more than 33 million people in the United States are driving vehicles that contains a potential deadly threat airbag inflammatory in that in rare cases can explode in a collision, a spew sharp, sharply. Few of them know it, and because of the dispute between the federal safety regulation and the airbag part manufacturing, they aren't likely to find out anytime soon. Well, you can't blame those people. You can't. If the airbag, excuse me, if the airbag problem is that major and that dangerous, I don't blame those drivers. I mean, you can't really blame these drivers at all for this situation. Because ain't nobody trying to lose their life. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is demanding that the manufacturer ARC Automotive in Knoxville, Tennessee recall 67 million inflammatory that could explode in such force as to blow apart in metal, consistency, and expel sharpener, but ARC is refusing to do so, setting up a possible court fight with the agent. And yes, I did a YouTube show on that as well about Tennessee not cooperating, which I don't understand the state of Tennessee in this particular situation. You know this is going on. You would think you would do everything to keep your citizen in that town safe from harm like this. But you Tennessee for some weird reason don't want to cooperate, which I find very odd. But let's continue. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration urges that the recall is justifiable because 2 people have been killed in the United States and Canada, and at least 7 others have been injured by the ARC inflammatory. So you heard that right. So 2 deaths has already happened. 7 others have been injured, according to this article. And yet Tennessee don't want to cooperate. I mean, I have to keep pointing it out because that don't make any common sense. But the more and more I think about it, just like everything else, I believe Tennessee don't want to cooperate with this because of the financial aspect of it. That's what it is. Because anytime situations like this or something similar happen, they always go back to money. They always go back to financials, which is highly ridiculous. The explosion, which first occurred in 2009, have continued as recently as this year. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration intended to conclude after an investigation that has lasted for 8 years that the inflammatory or defective. The agent's document shows that the inflammatory date from at least 2002 model year to January of 2018 when the ARC installed equipment on its manufacturing line that could detect potential safety problems. One of those who died was Marilyn Bullen, a 40-year-old mother of 10 from Michigan Upper Peninsula who was struck by a metal fragment when her 2015 Chevrolet Traverse SUV was involved in a minor crash in 2021. Now, how sad is that? The crash that she was involved in was minor, but the airbag that would kill her. Can you imagine that? It was a minor car crash, but it was the airbag that probably took her out. She and her four of her sons had been on their way to get ice cream. The son was not hurt. ARC maintains that no safety defect exit the National Highway Safety Administration demand and based on a hypothesis rather than technician conclusion, and the agent has no authority to order a part from manufacturer to carry out the recall, which ARC contended to contended are the responsibility of the automakers. In a letter to the NHTSA, ARC said no automaker has found a defect common to all 67 million inflammatory, and no root cause has been identified in inflammatory eruption. I find that interesting because the woman who died, what they trying to say? I mean, honestly, what they trying to say? Something had to kill that woman. She get in a minor accident, but yet she died. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop doing stuff like this. And Tennessee need to go ahead and cooperate. So the citizens who live in that state won't be, I truly understand. I truly don't understand the mindset of some people for real. The ARC believes that the result of the random one-off manufacturing and not anonymous and non. Okay, let me start again. The ARC believes that the result of from random one-off manufacturing and animals line that were proper addressed by the vehicle manufacturer do not expect specific recall, the letter said. In this statement, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration indicated that both ARC and the automaker are responsible for the recall and that it can see a recall from a part maker that supplies multiple automakers. The next step is for the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to issue a final ruling on whether the inflammatory are defective, then hold a public hearing. It potentially could take ARC to court to see a recall order. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration will not say when or whether any of this will happen. Where it need to, it need to. That should be a no-brainer. In the meantime, owners of the vehicle may be at least a dozen automakers: Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Ford, Toyota, Stellantis, and Volkswagen, Auto, BMW, Porsche, Honda, and Kia are left to wonder anxiety whether their vehicle contained the driver or front patches inflammatory made by the ARC. Some vehicles have the ARC inflammatory on both sides. Oh, mm-mm. Because the ARC supply inflammatory that are included in other manufacturing airbags, there's no easy way for vehicle owners to determine where their inflammatory are made by the ARC. Neither the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration nor the ARC or nor the automaker have released a full list of affected models. So basically, y'all, my, for my for the crystal clear understanding of this offer, those drivers, so the people who is driving their vehicle, the drivers of the vehicle, they basically at the standoff. They don't know whether to trust it or not. If I was those drivers, I would not trust it. The standoff. The, what I did, no, what I just say? Did I just say that? I said it was a standoff. The standoff with the ARC has sent the automaker struggling to find out just how many vehicles contained in the inflammatory. The automaker manufacturers are also asking the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration whether they must start doing recall. The automaker know many of the motor affected by the menace say they are still gathering information from the late motor year to determine which vehicle contained the affected inflammatory. We are still investigating, said Miriam Bazo, uh, that's an interesting last name. Buziki, Marion Buziki, a sportswoman from Forward. We have not had any ARC airbag inflammatory rupture in the field. That don't, but that don't mean nothing though. James Bell, a key spokesperson, said, "We do not have a final court on vehicle that will build with the ARC inflammatory, but the team is collecting the data." Toyota confirmed that some vehicles had the ARC inflammatory but wouldn't comment further. Other automakers said they will try to find out a cause and will working with the government or get respond to requests from the Associated Press for information. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration contends that byproduct from the welding during the manufacturing can cause a vent inside the inflammatory consistent designed to let gas escape to fill airbag quickly in a crash. Pressure can build to the point where the, the can excuse me where the can I'm getting tongue tied. Okay, let me slow down. Pressure can build to the point where the canister is blowing apart. Michael Brook, exclusive director of the nonprofit Center of the Auto Safety Recall on the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, and the automaker to release a list of the affected motors. Customer Customers, I think, have the right to know if their potential defect in the car is particularly if it's sitting a few inches from their chest and can expose what's it. I agree with him. They should let people know, especially the ones who got these cars. So, so the rest of the article just give you a history about the inflammatory airbag that got recalled. But I'll put the link to the article in the description box. And I don't blame these drivers. I mean, you got to protect it. You got to keep yourself safe at all costs. I don't blame these drivers for not, you know, want to hesitating to drive their prospective car because this probably going on. It just you might call it what it is. It's a standoff. It's really a shame that people actually got to go through this, and it's even more a shame that Tennessee is not cooperating. But y'all let me know what you think about this situation, and I will see y'all next time.